Okay, so this chapter caused some controversy within the Naruto community. Some loved it and some hated how Naruto portrayed himself and the power scaling bullshit problems that people always faff on about. So I will discuss all these complaints later on in the video since I disagree with it completely, and in my opinion I think the Boruto manga is fantastic and heading into the right direction. I love the art and the improvements from Ikemoto himself. I mean, we comment on how he has difficulty drawing women for example, but Delta looked fantastic. Her design is really out there and good looking in panels. Extra thick! And we can't forget how he draws Kawaki. And Kishimoto, Kadashi and Ikemoto, the trio, they all admitted that Boruto manga will mainly focus on Boruto, Kawaki and the theme of technology coming to change the world. Boruto the anime and manga are both separate. You need to watch the anime and read the manga to understand everything. So the manga will mainly focus on, is technology good or bad? And I think since I'm into sci-fi, I enjoy alien plots. So this topic really resonates with me and I may end up enjoying it more than most people. So overall, I think everything about this chapter in terms of pacing, storytelling, logic and the fight itself, it was all great. So as always, this is my analysis for Boruto chapter 31. Let's go balls deep. So we start off the chapter with Delta meeting Naruto and the gang. Kawaki explains how Delta is a core member of Kara and a higher up, thus meaning she is someone that makes the orders and is powerful. This means she is someone that knows the intel and inner workings of the group. Delta also confirms what we all speculated earlier, that Kara knows about Naruto and that he is the Hokage, because they thought Naruto would be the one with the Karma Seal for defeating Momoshiki Otsutsuki. However, Boruto has it and Kashin Koji commented on this. Delta also states how it is an honor to meet Naruto and tells him to move aside so she can get Kawaki. So then Kawaki responds saying each member of the inner and cores of Kara are monsters. We also need to remember that Kawaki has already stated that Naruto in his KCM seems to be equal to Jigen, the supposed leader and foster father of Kawaki. So judging from the fight today, when Naruto and Delta get serious towards the end of the chapter, we can deduce that Kawaki is not lying. All members of Kara must be insanely powerful to be able to put up a challenge against someone like Naruto or Kakashi. This is where one of the major complaints of this chapter occurs. People complain about power scaling and how Naruto shouldn't have a problem and should stomp the shit out of Delta, but the thing is, the writing has actually been brilliant and clarifies things anyways, and I disagree with this argument. We know for a fact in previous chapters it has already been explained to us that Jigen also has a Karma Seal and has abilities we don't even know how to explain ourselves yet. Jigen can rewind time for example. So this implicates the idea that Jigen may be an alien or all members of Kara have jutsu that we have not seen before, and again this is proven to be correct because Kashin Koji's toads look unfamiliar, his fire jutsu seems overpowered and incinerates everything, he made Konohamaru look like a joke, and now even Delta has scientific weaponry instilled all over her body just like Kawaki, and she has powers that seem out of this world. We also know for a fact that Kara has inorganic technology that can possibly clarify all of this on why they have their powers, and it kinda makes sense for Delta. We don't know the inner details of inorganic technology. Like, so why are people complaining that it's fine for Orochimaru's organic technology that can make Mitsuki overpowered and have Sage transformation, but they cannot fathom the idea that inorganic technology makes Delta strong too? I don't know why it makes them upset that Delta and Kara are strong people. Konoha and Naruto looked into Kawaki's body for example in previous chapters, and they have explained how his body is a work of art and it's an astonishment of how it has been achieved with the technology. Kawaki is already Jonin level and he has a literal gun in his arm that nukes people when he wants. I have also explained how Delta may be the one that does modifications or she has authority over it, since the outer member of Kara died against Kawaki if you can remember, and she commented on how she should have replaced his brains too. This implicates the idea that she knows a lot about it and has possibly changed her own body to become overpowered. Delta decides to kill Naruto and they end up fighting, of course. Naruto slams her into the ground and uses a basic Rasengan. However, Delta absorbs his jutsu with her eyes. So the speculation that we all had about Delta's eyes being special is completely true, and it seems to be scientific weaponry. Kawaki states himself that her eyes are specially made just for her, so she probably made it for herself and no one else has these eyes. During the fight, we basically come to find out that Delta's body is just like Kawaki's. She states her body is completely modified, meaning she has more tricks, weaponry and jutsu that makes her even more strong. She has modified it to the point that it is able to sharpen and pierce the ground and be really dangerous, and she has way more mastery over it than Kawaki, obviously. So Naruto decides to go KCM with Sage mode later on, and Delta's surprise attacks him with the modified legs to pierce his body and damages him severely, bleeding all over the place. Boruto tries to join the fight, but Naruto tells him to stay back, you know, you can't deal with this shit. So Delta responds by saying she can even send Boruto to the afterlife too if you want to. So the characterization of her is really heartless, savage and fierce, and I really do like it because it's consistent and they are really setting up Delta to be a threat. So this is where another complaint from fans have come from this chapter, where they say, how is Delta able to talk like that about Naruto and why is she so confident? This is bullshit writing. She shouldn't be giving death threats to anyone. She should respect Naruto. And again, I 100% disagree with this. I don't understand. One day some fans say Boruto anime and manga is boring because there is no threats and it's not serious at all. So when the writers make it a serious villain that is a threat and doing damage, then the same fans hate it because Naruto has a new threat that he has to deal with, and it doesn't make sense why Naruto doesn't stomp them. So what do you guys want? I don't understand. Why would I ever want Naruto to one-shot a new villain that needs character development? That is just boring and stupid writing. The manga is using this time to showcase where Kara is in terms of power, so we know that they aren't a bunch of trashies like some other anime villains like Shin Uchiha, and they are a real threat to the piece. I think what Ogyo Katachi did with Delta is brilliant writing because it's answering so many questions we as fans need to know to keep us interested, but at the same time we're learning about Delta's character and her mannerisms and her powers, but it's vague enough for us to keep wanting more and ask even more questions. So after Delta threatens to kill the kids, Naruto responds by saying, "If you dare lay even a single finger on the kids, I'll make you regret it until you die." So Delta proceeds to tear down Naruto. She pushes him on the ground and then, you know, she's putting the wound in him, making him bleed even more. And she states how she doesn't care about Naruto's children, she only wants Kawaki. So this is when Dad Ruto appears and it's epic. I love it so much because I can relate, and it just shows character development of Naruto in his role of a father and Kage. And he states Kawaki is also included in what he said, and she better not touch Kawaki or he is gonna destroy her. Now Kawaki's reaction to this is perfect when he hears this, because it tells us that Naruto really is changing him as a person, and he does see how far Naruto would go for him and he's fulfilling his promise, and Kawaki can see that someone actually cares for him. So Delta responds where she asks why is Naruto going so far for Kawaki, someone who will only bring trouble for him, and Naruto responds in another excellent way where he says, "Are you not doing the same thing, you dumb bitch? You're infiltrating enemy territory for the same person. Why do you need Kawaki so much?" Delta then takes out the weaponry from Naruto's body, and Naruto screams so much in so much pain, and to show that he's weakened and to show that he is dying.
My ding-a-ling, I want you to play with my ding-a-ling.
This act is over.
But then Delta realizes that Naruto is acting. Naruto confesses he was, and that he has been lying about his strength this whole time, and he was only doing that so Delta can reveal more information about Kara. So to me, I think this is excellent writing because it only goes to show the character development of Naruto as a leader. We missed out 10 years of Naruto life from 20 to 30 years old as he becomes the Hokage, for example. So Naruto's dialogue helps fill in these holes sometimes, and it showcases the ideology of Hokage Naruto. Naruto stated himself in Boruto that he treats the whole village as a family. Naruto says himself that he is selfless and he worries a lot. Also, in the Momoshiki arc, He did not want to use full power because he did not want to harm the village or anyone around him. Naruto in the manga has also always displayed the quality of thinking about the bigger picture first, thinking about the ninja world as a whole and how he can protect it. He is not using full power against Delta for this very reason too, and it's always on his mind. So Okio Kadachi did a brilliant job of showing that Naruto admitted that he is faking his strength and he's pretending to die to gain intel from Delta, because Kawaki already said that she is a core member and she knows a lot about Kara, of course. So this is intelligent from Naruto to do this. He knows how Delta fights now, he knows her abilities, he knows some of her powers. Now Naruto is playing the role of Hokage first. Naruto has also found out that Kawaki is very important asset to Kara's plan, and he needs to find out why. This isn't out of character of Naruto at all, and you know, him pretending to be weak and dying only benefits the story even more. So if you think this is trash writing and stupid of Naruto to do this, I think that's kind of an insult to his intelligence, and you probably don't understand his character and what he has become as a person, but that's just my opinion. Delta decides to get more serious and uses a chakra cloak, but we don't know what this chakra cloak is, but it enables her to become stronger. Naruto does the same thing with the 9 tails, so maybe Delta has a beast inside of her that is also under her control, but Kawaki stops to tell Boruto and Himiwari to get to safety so Naruto can go all out. And you know, this just tells us that Kawaki is starting to care about them, he sees them as friends now, and he knows what Delta is capable of, and things are about to get dangerous. So Naruto and Delta proceed to fight, and it gets epic as hell, I'm not gonna lie, it's amazing. And Delta is keeping up with Naruto, and she uses her eyes that she absorbed the Rasengan earlier, and she sends it back to Naruto like, hey, take this shit back, bitch. And you know, this is a similar ability to Momoshiki and Kawaki, for example. So does this mean Delta also has a Karma Seal, or is this a part of the inorganic technology? We just don't know yet. But what if Delta also had a Karma Seal that allows her to have the chakra cloak from the Otsutsuki she defeated, and the Otsutsuki is under her control? You know, there's so many questions to ask, to be honest, but it's just all speculation at this point. Naruto dodges the Rasengan, of course, and the battle proceeds on for the next chapter. But I believe what is going to happen is Naruto will go serious, make Delta panic a little, and then Kashin Koji will step in, sneak up on Kawaki since they had to move further away from battle and they're not as safe anymore. Koji will snatch Kawaki and do reverse summoning to get away, whilst informing Delta that he got the asset, so she will run away from Naruto. And you know, that will kind of make sense to me as a plot device and proceed the story further on. But I'm excited to see what happens, because I don't know what direction they will go. There's just so many questions to ask, and I think this was brilliant. So let me know your opinion in the comment section below. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time.